Alright, so one of the things I've just discovered the other day was that my Autopilot servos, which you can see there, one of them, those actually were part of a bad batch, and I have to replace them, and Garmin's going to replace them at no cost. Apparently they had something where some grease or something from the motor was leaking onto some of the electronics, the circuit boards in there, and it was causing a hardware error, and one of mine has that problem and the other one doesn't, but most likely eventually it could fail. So Garmin's going to ship me some new ones, and then I'm going to have to pull those ones out. So that's one, and the other one's back further behind it, right on the forward bulkhead there. So that's another job I have to do once I receive the new ones. I don't want to pull those ones out just yet, because then I'd have these, the rod here sort of, I'd have to disconnect that from both ends there as well, which kind of just adds more work. So I'll wait till the new ones arrive and then switch those out.
Alright, I've finally been able to get out on the runway again, or not quite yet, but almost. Yesterday was, last 2 days, horrible weather, just raining all day. Now it's cleared up, it's cold, but it's warming up a little bit. Cherokee traffic experimental 2 Tango Delta, crossing runway 23, midfield Cherokee.
Cherokee traffic, Cessna 520 Kilo, 5 miles to the south, re-entering and left downwind for runway 23, Cherokee traffic.
So the wind is favouring 2-3, which is really what I'm looking for right now. I don't really want to go burning down 5 at 95 miles an hour, because it's just going to run, wear my brakes out, going down the hill down there. So I may have to just get used to doing that, because it seems like most of the time here, the wind and everybody else is favouring 5. Cherokee traffic experimental 2 Tango Delta, clear of 23 Cherokee. And we have a new windsock down here, which is kind of cool. So I'm just going to do one little quick run up here, because I've still got the old belts on. The new ones aren't going to get here until Monday. And as I showed you just now, I've got a
Cherokee traffic, Skyhawk 314 Tango, left at downwind, runway 23, stop and go, Cherokee.
Got replacement Autopilot servos coming, because I found out that the ones I have were part of a bad batch. So that's something else I'm going to have to do. And I've just been working on getting everything sorted out to update the databases in the Garmin G3X and also the GTN 750. So I got purchased my subscription for that, and I've got to download everything onto SD card and then upload it onto the displays. So I've got things to do, and I've got a while before Elliot and Justin are going to be here, because now they're sort of scheduling for the week of the 16th of December, so I've got a while. But I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to try and get everything dialed in and get as many hours and everything as I can on the whole setup.
Cherokee traffic, Cessna 520 Kilo, entering left downwind for runway 23, Cherokee traffic.
So I have as few problems as possible. Engine's really cold right now, so I'm just going to run it up a little bit, let it warm up, and then I'll do one full power run and then take it out on the runway. It's still only like 52 degrees outside, so there's going to be quite a good performance improvement on the engine, I would imagine, with that colder, denser air. Alright, here we go, running up a little harder here and get the governor going.
Cherokee traffic, Skyhawk 214 Tango, upwind, runway 23, stay in the pattern, Cherokee. Cherokee traffic, Cessna 520 Kilo, turn on the final 23, touch and go, Cherokee traffic.
Cherokee 747. Around the point, little level, Cherokee counter traffic.
There's enough thrust. I didn't have the chocks out just now. because I'm only going to do the one run. I didn't take it up to full power then. I was pushing pretty hard on the brakes and started to move, so I might actually adjust that brake a little bit.
Cherokee traffic, Skyhawk 314 Golf Tango, left it downwind, runway 23, stop and go, Cherokee.
Guy's getting excited. Alright, so I've got my my phone now reading in knots for the big display, and I'm going to try when I do the Garmin overlay that you see on the view looking forward out the panel there. I'm going to see if I can change that to knots. It should be able to do that as well when I do the update on, or do the overlay on there. So we'll have all knots this time. So now I'll be looking for, I guess, the initial run here. Probably just looking for, I don't know, I was doing 90 miles per hour. So if I go for 80 knots, it's about the same. It's like the wind is almost completely died now, which is nice. However, it could mean that, you know, everybody is coming and going here might turn around and decide to use runway 5. So I'm just going to get as many runs in as I can here quickly. And I want to try and get this thing figured out where I can take it up to, say, you know, 80 knots or 85 knots, and then count, and then try and hold it at that 85 knots. So, you know, pull my power back to keep that. Then you know, run after run, figure out how many seconds I can hold it there, and still have plenty of room to run out or to roll out on that, or running out of runway at the end there. So it's an iterative process, like all of this stuff.
Traffic, Skyhawk 314 Golf Tango, left downwind, runway 23, stop and go, Cherokee.
I was looking down at the airspeed indicator over here on the G3X, and I think I only saw 70. Almost there. To glance over at the other one next time. Brakes seem to be better now with that little bit of adjustment. They seem to be, you don't have to push as hard, which is good. So maybe I was hitting the maximum pressure before. And Cherokee traffic experimental 2 Tango Delta, clear of 23 Cherokee. Alright, so this time I need to glance and look at my ground speed down here as well as the airspeed. I'll see back on the video, but I never looked over here. I was just looking at the airspeed, but it felt a lot faster than the times that I've taken it to 70 before, so we'll see. At least the wind is favouring 2-3, doesn't look like that's going to change, so that's good. Getting slow on his landings, that guy. That time I saw 78 knots on the ground speed. I wasn't looking at the airspeed that time. This is why it's really nice to have all this video to go back and review, because it's just, there's so much going on right now when I'm testing, because I'm just, you know, paying attention to what's happening down the runway. And
Cherokee traffic, South 214 Golf Tango, 3 miles south, departing to the south, final call, Cherokee.
Alright, this time I'm going to look over at this guy, see what that one says. I know these two are actually usually pretty good, the ground speed and the thing, because they're both reading the same GPS data. And they're both pretty good in the way they do in their calculations, how to update frequency. So, but definitely, yeah, I need to look and see this time also how quick I am at the 1,000-foot mark because of the colder temperatures. So I'm not having any problems with braking at all. So that's good. I'm going to take a little bit out of the governor this time. I had it about 3,400 RPM, so that'll maybe bring it to 35. This little click on the toggle switch I just did. Now if I have a so we can get this lined up nicer this time. It keeps wanting to pull to the right, maybe because of a little bit of crosswind up there. Delta clear of 23, Cherokee. I'm going to try and, I'm just going to do one more clean run I think, and see if I can get just a really good smooth acceleration out of it to compare the injector linearization that I've done there. This doesn't seem to be accelerating as fast up there, and it may be because of the way I've got the governor set or something. I don't know. Alright, so that time, you know, once I got it up to speed there and pulled the power back, I mean I had it way back and it was maintaining the same speed, almost just rolling, so I don't even need to really hold much throttle in order to keep a constant speed up there, which will be, you know, for, you know, if and when I can get to the point where I can just try getting the nose and the mains off just gently. I won't have to do much at all, just basically pull the power back, not all the way to idle, but just...
Cherokee traffic, Skyhawk 32 Echo, turning left base on runway 23, Cherokee traffic.
Just be a case of pulling it back to maybe 25%. That'll be enough to keep going at that same speed, I would imagine. So it's not like I'm really trying to full-on fly it into ground effect. All I want to do is just get the mains off and mainly just to verify the numbers. Okay, the mains came off this amount of AOA on the ship, and this was the airspeed. That way we know that the wing is developing the lift that it's supposed to be developing, and there's not something weird going on. So anyway, I've got this guy on final, or I'm about to turn final, so I'll wait for him.
Skyhawk 32 Echo, touch and go, runway 23, going back left power.
It's pretty nice being able to have them on the traffic display there and see, even when you can't see them on the map there where they are. That's super nice having ADS-B on that. Cherokee traffic, experimental 2 Tango Delta, runway 23, high speed taxi Cherokee.
Cherokee traffic, Skyhawk 32 Echo, turning left crosswind, runway 23. Cherokee traffic, Skyhawk 32 Echo, turning left downwind, runway 23.
That was a pretty clean run. 3,600, I was glancing at the RPM, so that's where the governor set. A little bit higher than what I've been doing there recently, but I'll be able to go back and look at these numbers and see how everything compares. And Cherokee traffic, experimental 2 Tango Delta, clear 23 Cherokee. I might do one more. Yeah, I'm going to do one more. Well, my heater's working nicely in here. Still 49 degrees outside. It's actually gotten colder, believe it or not, in the last hour or half hour. And got it set to 67 in here. That actually feels quite comfortable. This time I'm going to look at my ground speed and my indicated airspeed here and see where we're at the 1,000-foot mark, and then just keep watching that. See how things are performing with the changes to the injectors and stuff. I need to retighten that one belt, slipped there that one time just then, for the tensioner. Cherokee traffic, experimental 2 Tango Delta, clear 23 Cherokee. Cherokee traffic, experimental 2 Tango Delta, clear 23 Cherokee. Alright, so I'm going to get the data off of here and have a look at that and make a video for you guys. So, seeing that this is the only time I've been able to fly, or not fly, but take the aircraft out in the last 3 days. So that's my update, and we'll see what I can get in over the weekend.